Hello and welcome back to Kalis Dawn plays Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. I have checked a few things since our last stream yesterday. Oh man, and I feel so foolish, so foolish. For one, wow. So Vantage, as we've noticed on Mia, in this game is not 100% proc rate, which makes me very sad, as it was 100% proc rate in Path of Radiance. However, it's also true that almost all the skills have been nerfed in this game. For example, Wrath before only required you to be below half health, or even it might have been half health and below. Anyway, to activate that extra 50% crit. Well, it's the same crit increase in this game, but it requires you to be under 30% health. And of note is that your hit point caps are not actually higher in this game for most classes than in the last. Those combinations mean that Wrath is a lot riskier. Now, admittedly, in Path of Radiance, Wrath was an overwhelmingly dominating skill. I mean, it could make any unit viable. So... There is that. But yeah, so I figured that out. Also, another huge thing, which I'm going to be tinkering with here in a minute. So I didn't realize that skills also worked differently. Besides being nerfed, I can remove a skill from someone, essentially getting the scroll back, and then giving that skill to someone else. So even these characters I don't use, who have skills, I can take their skills and give them to other characters. That I was floored by. Even when I beat the game before, I never knew that. I feel a little bit silly because there have been so many good skills on characters that, I mean, not phenomenal skills, don't get me wrong, but so many good skills that I could have put on other characters that would have made my gameplay more efficient, would have made things better, simpler, more straightforward. Oh man, I feel silly. I feel really silly about this. So, more inept stumbling through in the dark here, as I hadn't looked at a lot of things. But yeah. So, crazy. But, first thing we're going to do once we get to camp is see what skills we have, especially on characters like Braum and these other characters we're not intending to use, and we'll steal all their skills and put them on people we do want to use. So, we'll see. We'll see how that whole thing goes. I'm also, of course, brewing a nice cup of tea to soothe my voice as I head on in. My voice is feeling better than it was yesterday, but still a little bit under the weather, and I have plenty of more voiceover work to do, so I can't, go crazy with it. But welcome to my chill stream, and let us continue.
General Zelgius's plan succeeds in breaking the morale and momentum of the Laguz forces. Skrimir accepts a challenge to single combat with Zelgius and barely escapes with his life. His defeat sends a wave of doubt and fear through the Laguz Alliance. Ranulf, knowing that the situation has turned against them, orders a full retreat, and the beast tribes use the 3 days offered by Zelgius to recross the Riban and begin the long march back to Gallia.
Yeah, things are not going to end like this, though, guys. Spoiler alert. Chapter 5, Retreat. Un momento, signor. I'm going to go and get my tea. It is done brewing. Be right back.
Hey, have you heard? The subhumans are retreating.
Oh, let me... There we go.
General Zelgius is amazing. As long as we have him, the Begnion has nothing to fear.
Ahem. Gentlemen, this is no time for idle chatter. However, if you wish to praise General Zelgius, I suppose that is all right. He is the glory of our forces, after all.
It's true. As long as he leads us, we won't be afraid of any dirty subhumans.
Ah, racism.
Gah! That insufferable fool! I cannot believe he killed one subhuman and ended the battle! Who gave him an order like that? I don't care for such a petty victory. I understand, my lord. I was hoping that this would be the end of the subhumans once and for all. However, can we really punish him for winning the battle? No, you fool! That's what makes it even more bothersome! Zelgius and the Apostle are both making mockeries of the Senate. They're more of a threat to Begnion than those filthy subhumans are! My lord, please let me fix this painful situation. I shall take to the battlefield and earn us the result Begnion desires. That does sound lovely, I admit. But hasn't General Zelgius ordered all forces to cease fire for 3 days? Who is in charge here, my lord? Must you follow Zelgius's orders? Ha! I see your point! I shall leave everything to you, then. Make Begnion proud, Lord Lombroso.
And indeed.
Shocking.
Shocking that they are not going to follow orders. Well, they're going to get different orders, rather. Ranulf has started his retreat. Tibarn and his men are gathering information on Zelgius' forces. A little too hot. Before he left, Tibarn asked me to take you to Gallia, where you'll be safe. Are you ready to go? No, I won't leave, Ike. I won't leave this place. Rayson, please. I've lived with the Hawk tribe for 20 years. They are my family. I'll stay here and fight. Well, since I can see I won't be changing your mind, you can join up with us. The Grail mercenaries can stay here as long as we want. After all, we're not in anyone's payroll right now. We're free agents. Ike, thank you. All right. Let's check our info. Oh, what does Har have to say? The god of the air. I stopped to chew the fat during a delivery. Har is so crazy. Ah, skill. Nice, nice. Alright, so, speaking of skills, let's go see whose skills we can steal. I can steal his blessing? But I could only give it to another Heron Prince or Princess. So that's kind of, like, do they not have it? And I'm sure I can't steal Kanto. Because if I could steal Kanto, I would totally steal Kanto. Alright, let's see. Ilyana, let's remove Shade. Nice. And let's remove Disarm, because why not? Quick Claw, unfortunately, cannot be just given to anybody. I could take Adept from Soren and give it to somebody who would make better use of it. Like, there are better characters. Soren... Okay, so Soren in this game, you look at his stats and you're like, wow, he's capped on so many stats, especially with the transfer bonus. He's really good. Excuse me. But the reality is that he's better bang for your buck as a unit in Path of Radiance than he is here. Yeah. He's not great here. He's alright, but he's a paper tiger, and again, his magic cap is shockingly lower than in the last one. His strength is still not great, but it's better than before. Yeah, I mean, the big issue you see is that 23 speed, he almost never doubles on anyone, which is a real problem. Because if you don't double and you have that 27 magic cap, you have a real problem. Because you have to be 4 above them in speed to double. And 23, I mean, he's... if you compare him to the rest of our units even, it gets pretty sad because he could double Boyd, but Boyd is slow, and Boyd is also not leveled up, so he's higher level. He can barely double Rolf. He can't double Kai'Sa in beast form. He can't double Har, which Har also, as you notice, has that problem, but he can increase his speed above that a little bit. He can't double her, can't double her, can't double her. Can't even double a general like Gatry. I mean, yeah, it's sad. It's sad. But Adept is a very useful skill on someone like Mia in particular. More attacks. That's definitely great. I forget what the proc rate, the guiding skill is, but most abilities, the guiding skill is skill, right? So let's remove this from him, and let's go over to Mia. And she has 20 remaining capacity. Okay, so we're just gonna have fun here. We're gonna give her Adept. And this one can cause the enemy to drop equipped items or weapons. So we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna go ahead and do that. And so she's gonna attack more, and every hit will have a chance to disarm them. And sometimes she attacks first. So potentially, what I'm trying here, which is funny and hilarious, both, of course, they're different, is I have the potential to attack first, multiple times, and disarm their weapon before they hit me. I love that image so much, right? It just harkens to the whole, like, quick draw swordsman where the enemy goes to attack you, and before they can, like, swing their weapon, you hit their wrist or whatever and knock their weapon out of their hand, or smash into the hilt and send their weapon flying or whatever. So I just want to see this work so bad. Maybe it'll be terrible, but I'm hoping not. Oh, and Mia is capped on hit points. Excellent. Excellent, my friends. Now, there have been good changes. I want to talk about a couple other units before I go out into battle. There have been good changes to Beast Tribe, or not Beast Tribe, to Laguz in general in this game compared to Path of Radiance, but there's also one bad one, and that is that they lose their beast form much faster, right? The ability for them not to auto-transform to where they can kind of like hold their transformation is amazing, don't get me wrong. But because both of these games, the Radiance series, have an issue where most of your units, there are so many enemy units that you do most of your killing on their turn, right? If that's one of the reasons why archers are not great in either of these games, like pure archers, because archers can't counterattack. So if they can't counterattack in melee, most of the time they kill one enemy a round. And that is nothing compared to someone like a short spear wielding Nephany or whatever, who is going to attack anybody who attacks her, like counterattack them all, probably wrath and kill a whole bunch of them. And so at the end of the round, you took 10 turns, and, you know, Shinon might kill 10 units in that time, maybe, but Nephany in the same point might kill 20 units or more. And so it just becomes kind of bad. And when you combine that fact with the fact that when a Beast Tribe Laguz fights, its gauge goes down, and then if it loses form mid-combat, like it's being swarmed by enemies, and it goes back to its humanoid form rather than its beast form, they get screwed so hard. Their stats drop in half. I mean, look at these stats on Kai'Sa. These are not impressive, right? His defenses, his resistance, they're all trash. Now, in his beast form, they're doubled, but even doubled, that's only 20s. They're still weaker than my other units. And Leth is probably the best, like Mordecai here, 32 defense. 32 defense is amazing, right? That's nearly impervious to physical damage. But when he goes down to 16, he's got lower defense than anyone but my casters. You know what I'm saying? So it becomes very crippling. Very, very crippling. Anyway, so I've messed around with skills mostly as much as I can. Let's see. I could remove counter, but I don't really care about counter. Yeah. We've made Mia into the the meme unit, and we're gonna see how that works. I could give pass to somebody else, which could be fun. I love, if you look on Har's little model down there, that his right arm is not attached to his body. It's just floating there in the air. A lot of people don't realize that Har has a spectral arm, that it doesn't, he's actually controls it with his mind. Delicious tea. All right, let's go ahead and see what we can do XP wise. We have quite a bit of bonus XP. Great. So Mia is a good choice here because she's now capped on 4 stats. So it's almost impossible for her to, she's gonna, in most level ups, maybe gain 1 or 2. Because her highest chance stats, her best stats, to the ones most likely to promote, her growths, her best growths, are already capped, right? So what we're gonna do here is we are gonna use some bonus XP on Mia, and, try to grab nice stats. Okay. Again, magic is not the one we want, but all in all, yeah, we should be able to do some good things here. Now, Nephany is only capped on 3, but she's really close to leveling, so we're definitely gonna knock her up here. Knock her up. Bad phrasing. Okay, good. She's getting really close. Yeah. And again, one of the nice things about Nephany, if you've been watching my videos much, back in part 2, I had a very good discussion with a follower of the channel, Rengor, who's a Fire Emblem aficionado, and he was basically talking about how Nephany and Mia are trash. And there was a bit of confusion. We were both a little entrenched on our sides, and I've looked into it a little more. And it's absolutely true that in Path of Radiance, in particular, Nephany and Mia are not good. You can make the game work, to be clear. You can make the game work with any character you like. Unless you're playing on the hardest difficulty, pretty much every character works. There's a few that are really meme characters, but most of the characters are perfectly usable with a little bit of bonus experience, a little bit of using the right skills. They can kill lots of enemies and carry you through the game. But in Path of Radiance, mounted units are god. And so Titania and Kieran and Oscar, these guys are incredible. And a lot of your other units, not so much. But in this game, for various reasons, Nephany and Mia are much better. Are they like 5-star units? No. But Nephany is definitely an above average unit, and Mia is even better. They're both really, really solid. And one of the things that's good about Nephany is she starts off with such high resistance and caps it usually. And so that means that magic users, which magic users are pretty prevalent in both of these games, magic users are not a huge threat to Nephany compared to, a lot of other units. Like Ike and Mia are both vulnerable to magic users. Gatry, vulnerable to magic users. But Titania and Nephany are great at hunting down and killing them. And so yeah, really, really, really useful in that way. Let's go ahead and knock Gatry up here. I keep using that phrasing. Getting all my Grail mercenaries pregnant. That's what I'm doing. What are you trying to say, that Gatry can't become pregnant? How horrible of you. All right, great. So we've now capped defense. We're capped on 4 stats on Gatry, which is nice. I should give him an axe just to work on his skills, because you see his S on lances. He's capped on lances. So just kind of a level up thing there. All right, we're going to use Ike here as well, and we're taking Titania up. Yeah. So Ike here, we're hoping for speed and resistance. Those are the ones we want. Speed, resistance, luck. We really hope not to get magic, but we're probably getting magic. Please no magic. Okay. Good. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what I knew was coming. Now, Ike, here's the thing. I don't need to be using Ike much right now, because when I was checking, one of the things I saw that I remembered, it was the error I committed in part 1, where I got Micaiah to her max level way earlier than I should have, because she couldn't promote until the end of part 1. And that's the same with Ike. Ike cannot promote, unfortunately, despite how dominating of a character he is on so many fronts. He cannot promote until the end of part 3. So there is no point in me rushing his XP. I should have him kind of hold back and let Mia soak up that XP, because Mia can promote to True Blade in this. Pretty much every other person here can promote. So yeah. We will be sparing. Like, Titania is going to promote in this next level, maybe, or very soon. All right, so what we're hoping here... Oh. We're hoping for hit points, luck, resistance. That's what we're hoping for. Hey, True Blade. Oh, nice. We got exactly what we wanted. So, that is a glorious Titania. She's ready to promote as soon as she goes up. And I think she's capped... She's not capped on hit points. Okay. But, yeah, she's capped now on 5 stats, which is marvelous. Marvelous. I love Titania so much. I would say, okay, if I'm being fair, I would say Titania is not as dominant in this game as she is in Path of Radiance. Because in Path of Radiance, she starts off amazing. She's amazing the whole time through. Yes, if you overuse her, you rob experience from your other units. But she's never a mistake to use, right? Whereas there are some characters that are, but I think that your Jagan-type characters in Fire Emblem kind of get a bad rap because they exist for a purpose, and usually they fulfill that purpose. And some of them are useful the whole game through. And Titania and Seth from Sacred Stones, I think he's in Sacred Stones, those are characters that are Jagan-type units that are phenomenal. They're just good all the way through. They have good enough growths. They're just great. So... Yeah, I definitely... Har is a better unit than Titania. I would say Har... Like, it's kind of funny. So in Path of Radiance, I would say Titania is better than Har. Even though they're both amazing characters in both games. I would say that Titania is better than Har in Path of Radiance, and Har is better than Titania in Radiant Dawn. That's my opinion. But yeah, both amazing characters. You can't go wrong with using them in either game, really. They're just dominant, incredible. And even though Titania's not as crazy in this one as she is in Path of Radiance, she's still really good. And with I gave her transfer bonuses, so as you see, she's just superb. About as good potential as you can get there. Let's see, who else was I wanting to use bonus XP on? So I'm not wasting bonus XP on Shinon. Shinon is useful for some things, but as I said, archers are not really great in this series. There's just too much killing to be done on the other turn, so. And it's like here, I could use bonus XP on Har. I'm probably going to use bonus XP on Har on the next, like, a little bit. 1 level probably before he promotes, but he doesn't need much, right? He's 2 or 3 away from capping speed, about 2 from capping strength, and he'll probably cap his strength. His speed might need that bonus XP help, but we'll see. Mist? I don't know. I mean, Mist was useful for the first few levels. I don't feel she's that... Like, here's the thing for me in Radiant Dawn. You've got such strong healing items, like concoctions and stuff, that I just don't feel like... If I was playing on hard mode, if I had cleared the game through on the emulator and was playing on hard mode, I might maybe need her. But I feel like I barely need healing at this stage. So I'm not certain. Yeah. And I didn't get transfer bonuses, so she's just so far, like, you can game the system because the bonus XP in Radiant Dawn always gives +3 stat ups as long as you can get +3. Then it's super good on someone like Ike right now because, he gets, there's only 4 stats he's missing, and so he's going to get 3 of them. That's incredible. Whereas Mist, if I use it on her right now, it's just like, her last level ups, she got a 7 level up, she got a 4 level up, she got a 5 level up. So I feel like I'm actually robbing Mist. But it's hard to get her XP too, so I'm split. I'm split on it. Alright, let's see, I don't think I have anybody else I want to use bonus XP on right now. Ranulf is a trap. Yeah, see, this is one of the downsides. There's only a few Laguz in this game that are truly amazing. Because of this game is so flooded in the end with royal Laguz that anybody who isn't a royal, it's hard to argue for. There's exceptions. Janaf and Ulki are really useful. They're high mobility and really good stats. They come at a good level, make them very dangerous, very effective. But it's like cats, the cat type Laguz in particular, their weapon doesn't work so well. It's the weakest of the weapons, and they're just kind of a bit lackluster. They don't have the killing power. The avoidance is good, but enemies have high stats in this game, I feel, compared to the last one, so... Anyway. Yeah, I have. Alright. Let's... Yeah, not anyone I'm intending to use here. Alright, so let's take a look at some items. What's this Satori sign? Oh, I can give Laguz a powerful skill? Well, I'm not gonna use that on you. Oh boy. Yeah, I figured that's what it did. Ah, I have racing now. That'll be useful. Just got racing. Good. Alright, who... I was wanting to use axes on somebody... Who was that? Let me look at some skills here. Who that I'm using do I want to use them on? Gatry. Axes are good to use. Alright, so Gatry, let's see what we have. Do we have any available axes? We do not. Huh. I'll go ahead and trade that steel axe off to Gatry. That's fine. Give him a little axe leveling. Anybody else have axes? I probably should... I hate buying weapons. Uh-huh. Alright, let's see. Oh, not trade. Convoy. Okay, let's take a vulnerary. And let's have a vulnerary for you, sir. It always surprises me when I realize Gatry is capped at 45 hit points. Well, Ike is at the same tier, capped at 50, and I'm like, but shouldn't generals have just as high of hit points as Ike? Oh well. Alright, so everybody has enough weaponry to make it through a level. Looks like. Yeah. Yeah, should be fine. Okay, let's see if there's anything special in the shop. Yeah, so Wo Dao... Alright, so in previous games, Wo Dao is amazing. But in this one, not so much. And the reason... So the 20 crit is low compared to a lot of games Wo Dao's. Like the Wo Dao, and a lot of them I feel is like 35 or 40. Much better. I would say, if I'm being honest, in Path of Radiance, Zihark is better than Mia in almost every playthrough. But in this one, especially with availability and there no longer being a difference between like their strength stat caps and stuff, I would say Mia is better than Zihark in this game. But they're both good. There's not... You can make good use of them, but yeah. But yeah, the Wo Dao has low damage, and its crit is not as high as it is in some of the other games, and so that makes me sad. Do I want to buy the secret book? I love stat up items, but at the same time, 8,000, I don't... Money is harder to come by than I'd like. And let's check if any of my current units at least actually have a need for skill up. Because I think they're almost all capped. So that's skill capped, skill capped, skill capped. Skill basically capped. Probably gonna cap it. Capped. Capped. Gonna cap. Capped. Yeah, I'm not buying the secret book. Yeah. Yeah, I would pretty much agree with what True Blade is saying there. Like... And again, if you're not trying to play it on the hardest difficulty, if you're willing to put in a little bit of investment, using your favorite character, there's nothing wrong with that. You can beat both games with really whatever characters you want for the most part. There are a few that are really bad, but mostly you can. But I would definitely say that, you know, in Path of Radiance, Zihark is on average just going to be much better than Mia, unless you get RNG screwed one way or the other. And yeah, Mia in Path of Radiance, you basically can't go wrong with her. When you start Part 3, she's the only member of the Grail Mercenaries that is going to reliably double everyone. And her strength is not that bad. If you do a transfer bonus, she's even better. Like, I did a transfer bonus from Path of Radiance to Radiant Dawn, and so my Mia capped speed right off the bat. Like, she was capped at 30 speed at level 7 or whatever she came in, level 7 Swordmaster. So, but even without it, she would have been at 28, which doubles everything everywhere. So, she's really quite good. Right. Alright, so I'm going to buy a few weapons. I would prefer not to. I want to strengthen my supports. Alright. Do I want to forge an item? I think I do. Who am I wanting to forge one for? Don't care. So axe, sword, or lance. I have a forged weapon for Mia. I don't need Ike to fight much more. Titania also basically doesn't need to fight a whole lot more in this part. I mean, I want her to promote ASAP, so I guess some. Let's go ahead and make a steel lance for Nephany, I guess. Crit, okay. And this, and I'm not actually going to increase the hit. That will just make it more expensive for not really any reason for me. Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. And we'll use a coin. Let's see what we get. I'll take this one. Is that the crit? Wait, yeah, so more crit. Great. So we have a nice 20 crit, high damage steel lance. And of course we have to name it. And I always feel like she is a Valkyrie, so I'm gonna name it Einherja after the Einherjar. And we'll give that to Nephany. Alright. Wait, can I forge again? Oh, that's weird. I'm used to Path of Radiance where you forge, but you can only forge one weapon per map, so that is very strange. Okay. Let's see. And we'll grab a hand axe. And I'm going to give that to Gatry. And I think that should be all. Alright, save and let's head out. Let's find out how this slimy general and senator are going to try to mess up our day. Ike, come out here, hurry! It's the Begnion army. What? Oh, is this a defend map? Yeah, I think it is. Oh, you guys don't know what you're walking into. You have poked the bear. What are they doing here? It hasn't been 3 days yet. It seems they couldn't care less. They are demanding the castle back. If we don't comply, they'll attack. They were probably waiting for both the Gallians and the Hawk tribes to leave the castle. Oh? They think they can take us now that we're all alone, huh? They obviously don't know who they're up against. Let's make them remember the name of the Grail mercenaries. Everyone, get in position! Let's take them out! Alright. Let's fuck these guys up. Alright, let's take a look here. Defend for 10 turns or defeat the boss. Well, I mean, obviously, we're going to defend for... Okay. Energy drop. He has an energy drop to steal, which means I need to get Heather to him. And he's got pretty good stats. Not a match for my main guy's stats, but good weapons. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take a quick look here. And see how to maximize my bonus XP. So, un momento, señores. Because I want to make sure that I gain all the bonus experience points. So, usually that's going to mean beating it within a certain amount of rounds. Am I crazy for doing that? Oh, I'm sure I am, but let's see. We are on 3-5. Oh. Okay, there is no benefit to doing it faster. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear it. Okay. So, we need to hold this position with... Well, actually, Ike is good, because Ike is essentially immortal. Except for to magic. And he's got concoctions, so he is totally fine, and I'm not trying to get him a lot of XP. So, Ike is really good there. And so what we want to do is we want to kill as many people as possible. And we are totally not using all of these units. They're letting us use every unit we have. No. We are not doing that. We are using only units that we want to get experience points on. Now, you may notice I'm not using Boyd. Boyd is fine, all right? Boyd is amazing in Path of Radiance. Here, he's fine. He's good, but yeah, both Oscar and Boyd are better in Path of Radiance than they are in Radiant Dawn. Because mounted units are super dominant in Path of Radiance. And in Radiant Dawn, they're still good. They're just not as dominant as they were before. So, yeah, these are the units I'll be using. Okay. Now, what that means is I want to set... Well, I suddenly realized, yeah, I want to get down here and take him out, but only at the end. And I want his energy drop. Is there anything else I want to steal? There's a vulnerary for theft purposes. One that will drop anyway. A coin that will drop. Meteor. That's annoying, but not the biggest deal. Alright, mostly just him. So, Heather, your job is to support Nephany. Nephany, down here, please. So Nephany is going to hold this gate. That's kind of a disappointing thing, because Mia is the Ike support. Details. Details. Let's have Gatry step over here. He'll basically just hold this by himself. We'll have Shinon here. And that's fine. Gatry doesn't need the extra defense from his support. Okay. Mist and Soren. Mist and Soren. Titania will sit over here where she can just kill people. That's just kind of what she does. Rayson needs to sit up top. It's a bit of a pain. Let's see, steel blades, steel lances, that's all good. Alright, Har, my bro. Har is such a dominant force. Where do I want to use him? I mean, I feel kind of like it's kind of a waste putting Har and Titania over here. Then everything over here will just die. I do really want... Okay. I know that's not where my supports are, but I essentially want Mia and Nephany to, like, stand here and take all the stuff. And Mist is going to head down this way. Yeah, Ike is just going to wait, because there's no way they can take that place from him. Alright, let's get it going. Let's do a nice save and begin. So Soren, in my opinion, he's the best magic user pretty much in the first game, in Path of Radiance. It's debatable. They're all usable. Ilyana and even Tormod and stuff are usable. But I would say Soren is the only one who has a good chance of getting like really high magic. His air problem is low strength, so he has a hard time doubling. But in this game, he isn't as good. But he's still a usable unit. He's still, like, I would still give him, like, 3 stars out of 5. You know, like, he's still a perfectly good unit. Does his job. But as much as I like him, I mean, I mentioned this before, like, look at his speed. He can't double almost anything. Like, he doubles these guys, but these are Lance Generals, right? He can't double the Warriors, right? He's not doubling the Halberdiers. He doesn't double because of his cap, right? So many units. And if you can't double, you're in real trouble. Because you need to either have dominatingly high magic, so you can one-shot them, or you need to have enough speed to double them, combined with good magic. And Soren, because of the stat caps, until he promotes, doesn't really do either, which is a bit of an annoyance. For example, Micaiah is fragile, more fragile than Soren, and has the same issue with not doubling, generally speaking. But Micaiah also has higher magic, on average, and she has special tomes that let her kill mounted and armored units in one shot. And those two things mean that she's better than Soren most of the time. But both of them you have to protect. Which, you know, it is what it is. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Har is going to go out here and play. Because that's what Har does. Does he double them? No. Can they hurt him? Also no. Welcome, Yeldrim, to following. Alright. Let's move him up here into the corner. Alright, and let's lure somebody up. I'm sure somebody's going to try to come up the hill here, up the wall. So I'm actually just going to have Soren stand here. Because then they can't come up the wall right there. Let's see if there needs to be a conversation. Nope. No conversation required. So the crit on this is 38 compared to 48, but it's still a good crit. And a monstrous amount of damage, which is good for going through these gentlemen. And Valakia is definitely the weapon I want to use here, so that should be good. Steel swords. Let's step down. We'll keep with the lance because they're using swords. Get my little weapon triangle going on. Yeah, I love them. I mean, I have played every Fire Emblem that's released in the West. I have beaten all of them that have been released in the West, I think. I would have to double check that. And I really love so many of the characters, the world of Tellius, all this. I love them a lot. And they're just great. All right. Let's wait, what is the bless one do again? I should check that in my the bliss does biorhythm to the highest point. Yeah, that's nice. Let's do that. Why not? It's been a long time since I played Sacred Stones. I really loved it. I liked both the lords, Ephraim and Erica, I think was the girl, the fencer girl. And it was the first Fire Emblem I ever played where you, with that tower, you could grind, which at the time I enjoyed because I like leveling up all my characters. But now the more I play Fire Emblem, the more I kind of prefer the way the older games did it, like this one, where you have a limited number of maps and a limited amount of XP. You have to make meaningful choices about what characters you use and level up. But there's a place for both. But I really do enjoy Sacred Stones in a lot of ways. It's a fun game. And Seth is... Seth is insane. I'll just say that. He's incredible. I don't like his design as well as I like Titania's, but he's probably a better character than Titania as far as actual, like, overall usefulness and power. A little bit. Both are incredible. But Titania, if you ask me what my favorite paladin of any Fire Emblem game I played is, it would be Titania. Right? Like, no question. But I couldn't say she's, you know, without a doubt the best. That would be incorrect. I don't think that's true. Oh, somebody's coming up who'll actually be able to damage Gatry, that caster there. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, bring it. All right, let's see how this works. There we go with Vantage. And Adept. And Crit. Yes! Yes! That's what we want. Go, Mia. Kill them all. We seem to be having a small problem. Yeah, Radiant Dawn was the reason I originally bought a Nintendo Wii. In fact, Fire Emblem Awakening was the reason I bought a 3DS. I have a Fire Emblem Awakening Edition 3DS. Yeah, I mean, it's like if you asked me to do a speed run of most Fire Emblem games, you would make heavy use of the Jagen type characters, right? Jagen, however you want to say that. I always think it's a Germanish name, so yeah. Anyway, but it's like part 1 of this game. You abuse Seth, Volug, and like Nyla Black Knight, and you can beat that no problem. Jill as well, if you give her just a little bit, like focus your bonus XP on Jill. I mean, use your Draco Shield on Jill. If you're just trying to beat the game as quickly as possible, absolutely, you use those high stat, coming pre-promoted characters, and you just slaughter the levels quickly. Yes! Victory! Ah, finally. Give Mia more experience. And Vantage went off again. Ah. Adept didn't go off. Disarm didn't go off. I don't know. I don't know, Mia. You only killed 2 enemies on the enemy phase this time. I don't think that's acceptable. Ouch. And that's another dead enemy. Alright, there's fun things going on all around. What to do? So Gatri's side is about to get swarmed. And Mia, Mist cannot take anything. So... we could have a bit of a problema here. I think I should be able to deal with finishing off one of these guys. Oh, man. This one. Yes. Death. Good. We'll cut down those numbers there just a bit. Uh-huh. Can you kill him? No. You are sadly inadequate. But... you can. Surely. Okay, I was wrong. But between the 2 of you, you can kill him. Ah, Mist. You're so close to a cool character. Oh, man. All right. Excuse me. All right, so we are actually all set up there. All that we have to do here. Let's see if the axe... the axe is 100% to hit. Excellent. And then that will... Wait. These guys are all sword-wielding generals? What is up with these punks? Fine. We're not going to do the axe thing. And it's like, Gatri, alright? I love generals. But strictly speaking, like, if you're doing any kind of challenge run or low turn count runs or things like this, generals are pretty much dead weight, and pun fully intended, because they just, their movement, combined with their having no kanto, that sort of thing, and usually lacking killing power. They're a good wall, right, but they don't double most things. And so even though Gatri is, as far as generals go, truly a phenomenal general, in, like, challenge runs, I would not use him. Okay. Very well, darling. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, you still can't... Right, you can't double. What is wrong with you, Soren? Can you double that caster? You can. Can you kill them? You also can. Let's deal with that. But yeah, they've done Soren just a little wrong. Because in the previous game, he didn't have an issue doubling unless his tomes were too heavy. His strength was his issue there. And here, it's like... yeah, that's not... That's just not how it is. His strength is not the main issue in this one. Alright, let's kill. Alright, and because we don't want him getting too close out, let's double check. So Thunder Magic is what we have to look out for Har. And so that's only that one guy, looks like. Nope, two, but they're on the opposite side of the battlefield, so good. No big deal. Okay, let's kill you. I mean, if we're talking... if we're talking Radiant Dawn, okay. Really, like... So, I'm on the bad part of the game for that discussion because the Grail mercenaries don't really have a lot of bad units. Like, most of the Grail mercenaries are good. Heather, for example, is not good, but she's useful because she's a thief, and for most of the game where Heather is available, you don't have a rogue, right? She's the only one you've got. So, she's not terrible, but it's a combination of her low offensive and defensive stats combined with daggers being weak weapons. Which means that mostly she's just good for doing her thieving job, right? You could try to use her as a combat character, but it would take a good bit of trying. Braum, for example. Braum is Gatry without the offense. So you could use Braum. It makes the game slower. I wouldn't necessarily say harder, but definitely slower. Oh, that's a disappointing thing. My short axe is about to break. Okay. Well, that's how it goes. Let's stop right there, holding them in line. Yeah, and so, like, the Dawn Brigade is a good example of a bunch of units that mostly are a bit on the weak side. It's like if you take out the ones I mentioned earlier, Soth, Volug, Nyla, the Black Knight, most of the rest are in Jill. You still have Torneo and Zahark, who come in quite strong. But, like, the other Dawn Brigade units, Edward and Leonardo, take work. Edward can turn out quite well, but he's kind of a 50-50. Leonardo mostly sucks. He's useful because he's ranged, but he sucks. It's hard to say. Alright, let's deal with this guy. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to say what, when we disarmed him after we killed him. Perfect timing on that one. Let's switch to a Javelin and wait right there. I think that's everybody. Let's end our turn.
Fools! Can't you see you're outnumbered? You have sided with the Laguz and betrayed the Empire. The Senate will be happy to see the likes of you dead and buried.
Dude, we're not part of the Empire. And you don't know who you're messing with. But it's like, it's difficult. It's the same problem with, like, making tier lists and stuff. It's difficult to, say which character, like, if you look just at a character's end game potential, that can give you a misleading picture. I love Ike, right? I do. But in Path of Radiance, he's okay most of the game, and then after he promotes and gets Aether, or like, you give him, there's a couple other skill combinations you can give him in place of Aether, but as he begins to cap his stats, gets Ragnell and all this, he becomes really incredible. But that's the last, like, at most, the last third of the game where he's really good, and the rest of the time, he's a bit held back. And so, if you just looked at the end game, though, you would say, well, Ike is one of the very best characters in the game. He's just a dominating god of death. But Kieran, as much as I dislike him, is a much stronger character for the majority of the game. Titania is a much better character for the majority of the game. Oscar is a much better character for the majority of the game. But even though, in the end, most of those characters don't actually... They're not better than him in combat. They don't compare favorably anymore once he has Ragnall and all that. But so yeah, I would have to like really think about it if you wanted to know for any particular Fire Emblem game, like which characters are the ones to choose if you want to really challenge yourself to actually complete the game. I think the easiest answer I could give that would be accurate would be if you tried to use all the characters, right? With the understanding that what I mean is, the easiest way to beat a Fire Emblem game and to dominate it is to take characters that you have high availability, you have from early, and focus solely on like a handful and make them very high level. Give them all your stat up items. If you have like 3 or 4 characters that you have high availability and you make them cap their stats, then usually they're going to be incredible and you'll beat the game easily. But if you suddenly, like if I tried to use all the Grail mercenaries, or all of the units available to me, and especially nitpicked and be like, these are like your S tier or your 5-star characters, and I'm not going to use those, but I'm going to use everybody else, then what you would have is a bunch of mediocre characters who no longer have the level lead and are not just getting stat up items to them. So, that I would say is probably the easiest accurate answer I can give you that applies to the most games. And of course, that doesn't apply to games where you can grind. If you can grind, then all bets are off. You can use any character you like. Unless, of course, you force rules on yourself like you can't grind. And I'll admit that some of those games, like the Fates, Fire Emblem Fates series, if you don't do any grinding, become pretty brutal. I did try a playthrough of that. I forget whether it was Conquest or Revelations or Birthright, but I tried one of them, and it was really brutally difficult once I stopped grinding. Okay, let's see here. Har has taken a little bit of a beating. Not too much. Okay. Let's see if we can, sad. Can't really do much there. Let's soften this guy up. You probably can't even scratch this person. Nope. Basically useless. Let's hand axe this guy down. And then we will retreat with our other characters because they can't withstand combat. But now these guys, I don't know if any of them can even hurt Gatry. Let me take a look. 28, 30, 28, 33, 29, 33. So there are 2, the Steel Great Lance and the Steel Blade. They are capable of doing 3 damage on a hit to Gatry. You might notice that that is not a threat to Gatry. Especially considering his 36 attack shreds them pretty bad. You can double this archer? How sad for him. But it's like, I tend to love using the Lord characters because you have to, right? And I like them storyline wise. But a lot of them, if I'm honest, are not very great, right? Especially on harder difficulties. They don't kind of hold up. It's like, I think Hector is amazing. But if I'm honest, Hector's not fantastic compared to certain other characters. And it's not that he's not... I mean, he can become a war god and kill lots of people. But, yeah. Usually, the strongest characters in the game are not your lords. Let's go here. Now, admittedly, Hector is stronger than Lyn, as much as I love Lyn. And Hector is, in most cases, stronger than Eliwood. But... let's use the Wodao. Alright. So this level up's probably not going to be great for her, but she's fine. I'm like getting stingy. I wish she had... I want her to cap defense. I wish she got more resistance. I wish she got more luck, but that's really just icing on the cake. She's doing great. She's doing great. Now, let's make sure this guy dies. Alright, so what we are going to do, excellent, is, now hold on here. We are going to run over this way. And now these gentlemen are unable to close up. We're on turn 3, doing quite well. Fools. Yeah, Gatry's favorite people to fight are basically other generals. Because he's fast enough that he almost always doubles them, and they really can't hurt him, and he can hurt them. So, it's a fight he loves. Now, he's not able to kill them in one round, but, yeah. He is able to dominate them handily. Oh, look at that. 4 damage. Danger. Oh, he's about to level up. Hoping Gatry gets skill. I think skill is what he's missing. I mean, though, yeah. He's fine. He can maybe slice it. Alright. Let's cross our fingers here. Resistance. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Oh, man. Goodbye, sir. He double attacks you. Sorry, Paladin. I do really find it hilarious that he's actually fast enough to double attack people. And it's not a rare occurrence either. I mean, sure, it's the slower types, but he himself is a general, which is, like, the slowest type. So, you know. Glorious. Oh, I didn't even attack with him. That's... fine. I did not attack with Har. Silly. Ooh, we've got the support from Heather. I actually, if they don't, like, get Mia the level right here, then I will not level up Mia, but she's going to level up right here, I think. Alright, let's cross our fingers. Defense, resistance, luck. These are good stats. These are good stats. Glorious. Glorious. Considering how many she's capped, that's basically a perfect level up. That's so close. And adept and critical. Yes, I am so enjoying having adept on her. And disarm could potentially be hilarious. Do I expect it to be that useful? No, I do not. But still, glorious times. Ouch. This will hurt. Nice dodge, Har. Yeah, you almost have to try to kill Har in Radiant Dawn. He is gloriously tough. And evasive. Like, his luck is incredible, too. It was a super big mistake for me to have him there in the middle of them. But, looks like he'll survive it pretty handily. I'm guessing this one will probably hit him, and he'll be in some pain. Nope. I don't think he understands, like, what, 55, 60, 60... I don't think those percentages mean anything to him. He's like, oh, it's less than 80% chance to hit? I don't think that can hit me. I think it's impossible. And look at those Elf Thunders there. Okay. So, Insanity. We have cleared out basically everything except for this left side here. Who is the highest threat? 26, 26, 27. Can I kill you? I can. I'm a little wary about. Let's go ahead and deal with this. I want to be able to get up over the wall and out of their range, because it was a bit lucky that I avoided all those attacks. I mean, it's great that my luck is continuing, but I'm not going to count on that. Alright, let's fly on out. Huh. Let's see about a little bit of a shove action going on here. Let's get a little heal. Okay. Alright, what we're gonna do is send out Nephany. Hold on, let's see what range we have. Horse Slayers. Yeah, we've got quite a few enemies who will be in range. Let's step a little further. I want to be in range of a few attacks, but not a lot yet. Okay. But yeah, Gatry's doing his good work. They would have been better served by avoiding Gatry entirely, just like riding around him. It's not like it's an actual choke point. I mean, yeah. But of course they did not. Because they crazy. I see. Let's fire. Oh, crit. Success. And a level up for Shinon. Shinon is supposed to have good growths, if I recall. It's been ages. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Yeah. Okay, let's see then. I really want these guys, this batch over here, to come up, and then Har will go to kill the archer, and Titania can kill the ones up on top of the wall. We'll see how if that goes to plan. Do you have Kanto? I think you do. You do. So let's check the biorhythm. Normal and worst. Okay. Let's change that to best, please. Yeah, we'll just stay right there, actually. Alright, we've got somebody who climbed up foolishly. Glorious. 0% chance to hit, sir. Alright, her sword broke. But she did use all three. No crits, but that's a success. And double adept proc, so double adept proc. She would have attacked 4 times. As if it was a brave sword. If she had a need to, still had weapon uses. Oh, more enemies coming. Gatry is going to start his march down to dominate the enemies. That's just kind of what he's up to. I hope you had a wonderful climb, sir. We'll use a nice little javelin kill here. That way, the other magician will probably climb up and attack Titania, rather than go after Har. Why is it that magic users can't hit him? I've played so many levels now with Har where, even against Thunder, which is supposed to be like really effective on him, they can't hit him with like 70% chances. I do not know what's going on with him. Except for he dominates. That I can tell. Let's see. Oh, no shot there. Let's move over here. Okay. Alright, let's see what we have. I'm going to step off to the side here. Alright. And I'm going to have Heather come down here. Stay close for support purposes. And we'll stay there. Let's head this way and see about going and healing Gatry. Why not?
I'm all out of tea. Whatever will I do? I suppose I could drink the blood of my enemies. Delicious.
All right. Wonder if they can actually hit me. Not likely, but they'll do a little bit of damage if they do. Deflected off of my shield. You can do it, Nephany. I really love another thing that makes in this game Jill and Har both so incredible. Wyverns are not vulnerable to archers, right? They're only vulnerable to lightning magic, like dragons, and so yeah. Okay, good. Not the best thing, but we'll take it. Take what we can get. Foolish. Adept. And, okay, still didn't quite kill. Because Wo Dao is not good in this game. Oh, look at that. The enemies just come swarming. I suppose I should make sure that that is not an issue. Let's shoot you. All right. Few things going on. Exciting things. How far can they make it? Farther than I would like. We'll actually pull him back. And the reason for that is that they cannot reach past, and so I can have her come down and get some XP healing him right there, and her be safe. How are we doing, by the way? I'm a little concerned. Because if I recall, I think Mia normally caps her luck in this game. And that doesn't seem to be as likely right now. Which makes me a bit worried, to be honest. There we go. Alright, let's cross our fingers for a good level up. Some strength, some defense. Hit points, strength, defense. Hit points and defense, okay. That's something. Let's see what we have here. I really want that strength. Her strength C is falling behind. She's doing really well overall. But, man. I feel like one more hit point will probably cap her. And she needs probably, looks like 2 more defense and about 3 more strength. 3 or 4. Yeah. Yeah. It's alright, it's alright. She's still doing great. She's doing great. Because again, she then promotes and has a bunch more levels to go up, so... not the problem. Alright. What I want to do... that is a problem. This is safe, though. How is your biorhythm? You are right up at the good stuff, so we're going to step right here. Let's see what we've got. Any ranged attackers coming in on us? Not... well, there will be one. Waiting right there. Waiting right there. We don't have a lot of turns left to get to that boss, so we need to start moving. Which means we kill this guy, and she's going to start riding down there as well. Because she might be the one I have kill that boss. She might not make it in time. Let's step in here. Actually, let's step right here and... we'll toss the javelin at you. Then fly to the top of the wall. Lure them in. Alright, let's move up here. I'm actually gonna lure them into fighting against him a little bit. All right, everybody, we are ready to go on to turn 7. Javelin, short spear versus hand axe. Well, look at all those generals coming up that side. It's a flawless playground for Gatry to enjoy. I have to say, I'm really enjoying this level. It's just a place for lots of XP for my Grail mercenaries. And very possibly a promotion for Titania into the 3rd tier, which would be glorious. I think she becomes a gold paladin or something at that point. I forget. Nice. All right. Soren's probably not going to get much this level up. He has capped a whole lot of his stats. Strength, okay.
I really want that energy drop. In fact, I might want it for Nephany. We'll see, we'll see. I don't like to use... Like, if I'm playing to try to go through really quickly, then using those stat-up items when you get them is sometimes the right choice to gain super dominance. But there's the min-max part of me that's also like, but what if they would naturally cap those stats? I don't want to, you know, waste level ups. Up. It never ends. Alright. Alright. Let's see if... Can we... get... We can definitely get there, but I don't think you can. I think we're, Alright, let's kill. Kill, please. That's right. Glorious. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh boy, things could get dicey. What's your support? Your support is hit, avoidance, and attack. Yeah, we'll just stay there. He'll be fine with killing them. Let's see if we can soften them up a little bit. Get a little XP for Shinan. Alright. I'm actually going to step down here and chop into this buddy. That way I'm going to get more kills. Not on this turn, but when he attacks me on next turn, I will. Because again, these guys are basically unable to do anything to Gatry. So there is that. Alright, down we go, down we go. Step in here. Let her go again. I just have to make sure they don't have a horse slayer sitting here. They don't. Alright, friends. We're stepping down in here. Equipping a killer axe, using a vulnerary. Waiting. Yes. And we are also going to step here. Using this, and here. Good, good, good. Success all around. Alright, here we go. That guy's annoying. He doesn't even want to fight. all these people who are almost unable to hit Gatry, but even if they hit, they do nothing. That's irritating. And it's like, he's already capped on strength, so it's not like he could do more damage without some skill like Luna or something. Everybody's going to be shooting at Mia. Irritating, but it is what it is. Oh, meteor. Dodge, please. Ah. Frustrating. Alright, we don't have a lot of time left, ladies and gentlemen. So it is time. Time to go crazy. Steel great lances and pole axes and all sorts. We have ways to make them talk. Oh, did I say talk? I meant die. All right. That's unfortunate that she didn't crit. All right. The issue I'm having here is that I'm a little nervous. Alright, 22 defense with the 27 speed. Alright, so these people hit me for 7 and can't double. Right, none of these guys should be able to double me. Yep. In fact, I can double all of them. So, so 29, that's 7 damage. Oof, that's a bit heavier. 7 damage, that is 10 damage? Yep. So 17, 8, 25. Ouch, that one's 19. So if all of them piled onto her, she dies. If they all hit. But they all have to hit. Of course, these guys also. There's a lot of attackers. I'm a bit nervous. A bit nervous, not gonna lie. Nice, nice. He's now capped on axes. Good, good. And about to level to 18. Alright, so we've got a bit of craziness going on here. Yeah, I didn't think so. bit of craziness. To be sure. Man, if only we were one to the right, we could do some crazy shenanigans. I could have Mia kill both of these archers. That is not happening, though. Oh. Move, move, move. Get over there to help, please. Alright, we do have a way of helping somewhat, anyway. Let's get another kill going on here. Ah, still not enough. Can you shove? Shove. Kill. All right, now let's before I make that crazy move. 10 defense, 34 hit points. That is so unfortunately unwise. Unwise. Oh man, everything's coming down, everything's coming down. Mental overload. Kill! Okay. Alright, alright, alright. So. What I want is to lure this gentleman, or these gentlemen, into doing something I cannot get in range for these francs because I do not wish to die. But perhaps we will get right here. Excellent. So here comes the issue. Heather. I want Heather to be in range next round to reach this guy. But I don't want Heather to die. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's extremely difficult. Because Heather has such low defenses. How close can you get, Nefany? You can get pretty close. So if you step down here, I know this is horrible, but I'm going to use it anyway. Because if I die by 1 hit point, I will be extremely vexed. Alright, so these guys can't reach. That one can't reach. That one. Alright, let's, what about you? You can reach. You can reach. So, we've got several people that can reach there. How close can you get? Not at all close. This is a mostly safe position. We still have 1 round after that if we need it. Man. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Gonna break my hand axe here in a moment. But Gatry may well promote this keeps going on. This is level 18, I think, for Gatry. Yep. Skill. Skill's good. Again, he doesn't have a lot of stats that can go up. Excellent. Again, the biggest thing we worry about in this front line up here is them piling on to one person, all of them.
The outcome of a battle depends solely on the number of troops in the field. Tactics and skill are nothing in the face of sheer numbers.
Really?
Wait, are you laughing at me? Die, you insolent cur!
I'm laughing at you too, sir. Really? You retreat? What? No! I'm not going to be able to get the strength drop from you. Irritated. Mia, kill him. I can't believe they retreated. If I knew they were going to do that, I would have... Irritating. Irritating. We're running out of time. All right. Wow. Infuriating. I am furious. That is not how that's supposed to work. All right. Gotta think. I need to get you over all the way there. That is not going to happen if I'm not crazy awesome. So there's a few things up here that can just happen, right? Soren killing somebody. That just happens. No need to explain. I can't believe that guy was such a coward. Irritant. Irritant. All right. And again, I don't think she can hurt him at all. Nope. Not at all. Time to shift. Now he could move 4 people at once, but he can't. Oh, man. Irritant. Irritant. Shit. Mistakes were made. Alright. We need to save our Heron Prince. Because he's a bird type, and that archer will slaughter him. So, we look down here, and we say, you know what? I think... Yep, saved. Excellent. Okay. Furious. Okay, so... Definitely getting in there. So we can thin the ranks out significantly. But it feels very much like we need to pick up and drop off oh man. There are those who must die. Let me put it that way. And one of those who must die is right here. Because otherwise they're a risk to our important flyer. Man. I had no clue he was going to run like a little pansy. That gives me no satisfaction. Send that back to there. Ugh! Alright. Alright, so the only way I'm going to get that energy drop is if I can get Heather with an action over to Lombroso. The question is, will Lombroso run around to the upside there? If he does, there's not a lot I can do about it. Right? There's not a lot I can do. Now, I could come up here and kill, looking to cut Lombroso off if he tries to run again. That might be better. I might be better served doing that. But what is her movement? She has a 7 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, she literally cannot reach him without help. And if I pick her up this turn and drop her next turn, then she's done. So I either kill a bunch of guys. Man. You stingy bastard. That energy drop I want. How do I do it? How do I get? So I can get Heather moved. I can pick Heather up. And then if I have Titania take Heather, I can then drop Heather off. But then Heather is almost definitely dead. Like, I just have to give up on it. It infuriates me that that is the case. But that is the case. Because anywhere I move her right now is just so much death for Heather. They will go for her, and she will die. Misjudged and misplayed, so the energy drop is not mine, guys. But I got a consolation prize, apparently. I keep forgetting there's hidden items on these maps, but I should... I'm not looking at a walkthrough, so there's not really any hint of them. It's not like there's little sparklies on the ground. Alright. We are going to move in and just slaughter his face. That is the idea. That is the whole idea. That is nothing but the idea. We kill him. Lombroso no escapo. Bastardo. And how are we going to accomplish this? It's actually pretty simple. See, he might run. But even then, she wouldn't be able to get around to him. So since he has to run through the grass, not super effective. Okay. Okay, we're doing that. And let's move over here. And let's kill this guy. Okay, let's do it. Crit, please. I would like a crit. Or not. Useless, Titania. Alright, we got a chance of killing him. It's not the greatest chance, just gonna tell you. Go ahead, throw your silly axe. I'm angered with the coward running away. Yep, that's what I expected. That's exactly what I expected. Coward. Didn't realize Mr. Lombroso there was going to be such a abject, pathetic fool. I mean, I knew he was a fool, but... Ugh. Shameful. Shameful display. They really don't want Har to be around. And I understand, because Har can, like, mess up their plans badly. Now probably not, because he's taken a brutal battering of 38 points of damage over this round, meaning he probably can't engage even that pathetic pansy Lombroso in combat without risking death. Beginning to be irritated. Alright. You get to die. So that there is no chance of you taking out one of my allies. She can't reach it. She can't reach it. We can't reach him. Ah! Only you can reach. And I'm pretty sure you won't be able to take him in a single round. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I'm infuriated. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's see if we can chip off somebody somewhere, somehow. Can't believe we weren't able to go and stomp his face. I would have gone for him so much earlier if I realized he was going to be such a pansy little brog. Alright, do we get any stat ups? Oh, not bad. Hit points and defense. Okay. Just so upset. Didn't kill. But, did disarm him of his bow. Which I suppose, actually, that combo could be used to steal weapons from people. I just realized. That disarm combined with Heather running up and stealing could leave them weaponless. That's funny. Let's kill this guy. And then we'll move far away, out of range. Yeah. Even if he hadn't been damaged, he wouldn't have been able to finish in a single round. It just makes me sad. Sad. Oh no. Oh no. Heron Prince, what are your defensive stats right now? Okay, 12 defense, 41 hit points. Okay, so... And how much speed? Okay, so he doesn't double attack you, alright? My recklessness almost got my Heron Prince killed. I am insane. Okay, that's it. Battle over. Well, as soon as this enemy phase is done, which is very, very soon. Man, I just can't believe that. I didn't know that. I mean, I should have guessed, I guess, maybe that guy was such a coward. But man, I didn't realize how much of a coward this guy was. Just running. Ah, come on. You're giving her the level? I'm so annoyed at you. She's now going to level up. And probably get no stat ups. I mean, defense, nice, but she would have gotten... Irritated. That's what I am right now. Very irritated. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, 12% chance to hit? Glorious. Lord Lombroso, stop fighting at once.
You're Levale, correct? Zelgius's lapdog?
Commander Zelgius ordered all forces to cease fire for 3 days. How dare you ignore his order? Keep your tongue behind your teeth and pull all of your troops back to base camp immediately.
I'll pull back for now, but you had better be prepared for the consequences, you witless lackey.
They're retreating. That was close. Hey, hold on a minute. What's going on here? We hurry back and you don't save us anyone to fight? Sorry about that. You're back sooner than I expected. How far out did you scout? We went to the enemy's headquarters, Castle Gados. As promised, the Begnion forces were waiting quietly in their castle. Apparently, some of their soldiers disobeyed orders,
but we can trust Zelgius to keep the rest in line. I have other news, however. I ran into someone quite unexpected on the outskirts of enemy territory.
Who?
The commander of the Holy Guards. General Sigrun? Yeah, she was by herself. She seemed hesitant to get near Castle Gados. It was odd. I figured since she's a friend and loyal to the Apostle, why not try to get some information from her? She wouldn't budge. Tough girl, that one. She wasn't at all surprised to see me. Then she said in such a sad voice, "Please escape at once." I wonder what she meant by that. It can't be a good sign. This whole mess is getting worse by the minute.
General Zelgius, General Sigrun of the Holy Guards is here to see you. Should I let her through?
General Sigrun, let her through at once. Is something the matter, General? You do not look well. Should I send for something? Water, perhaps?
General Zelgius, I carry an order from the Senate. The ceasefire has been repealed. You are ordered to destroy the Laguz Alliance and their allies as well.
What? The enemy has already lost the will to fight. The Apostle and Lord Sephiron would never agree to such a terrible plan. General Sigrun?
Lord Sephiron of Persis has been stripped of his titles as Prime Minister and head of the Senate. He is currently under arrest and is charged with committing high treason and fomenting rebellion.
No! Impossible! This is madness!
It doesn't end there. The Apostle has gone into seclusion, with illness as the stated reason.
Damn it! They've been captured!
I've ordered my subordinates to find out where the Apostle is, but I have yet to hear any word. General Zelgius, I beg of you, follow the Senate's orders. Our friends' lives are at risk.
Curse those senators.
You called for me, Your Majesty? It is nice to see you, Micaiah. You remain Dane's goddess of victory. But I never see your face around here anymore. Are you busy in town? Your Majesty, my room in the castle is much too lavish for my taste. I'd rather be in town helping with the reconstruction. It's good work, and it makes me happy to help our people.
Oh, what voice did I use for Almeida?
How precious.
Oh, no, that's not it.
How precious. Still obsessed with garnering the adoration of peasants, are we? Aren't you past that yet, my dear? Mother, please, stop. Micaiah is a dear friend. She is the only person I have to turn to for a kind word now that Izuka and the Black Knight have both left Dane. They mysteriously disappeared on the day of my coronation. Do you think they'll ever return? I'm quite sure that they were both kidnapped by those who wish to harm upon you, my beloved son. Those mongrels intend to throw the country into chaos by holding Dane's leaders hostage. But Mother will always protect you, Peleus. I will never leave you, not for one moment. When you seek kind words or good advice, you must come to me, and no one else.
Wow, you are crazy, woman.
I understand, Mother.
Oh, good lord.
The royal blood of Dane runs through your veins. Do not be afraid of your heritage. Reign over your people as a king. Whatever popularity that girl might garner from the peasants is of little consequence. She is your obedient subject, after all. Now, give her your orders. Micaiah, Dane's Maiden of Dawn, your king requires your service once more. Mobilize the Dane royal army immediately. Another war? Against who? We are answering the request from the Begnion Empire to wipe out the barbaric Laguz Alliance. Your targets are Gallia's subhumans.
Boy. Fun, 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 everybody. Fun, 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 everybody.
During the war between the Laguz Alliance and Begnion, The three remaining countries on Tellius, Dain, Crimea, and Goldoa, have thus far remained neutral. In Dain, the war for independence is over, and Prince Pelias has been crowned king. Dain is now free from Begnion's rule, and is once again universally recognized as a sovereign nation. Micaiah decides to honor the promise she had made and continue on as the general of Dain's armies until the country stabilizes. Most of her companions remain by her side, helping to restore their beloved country. It is their hope that Dain will recover soon, both politically and socially. Focused as they are, they realize that they can spare no time on outside concerns, including the current war in Begnion. However, King Pelias has a mysterious change of heart and orders Micaiah into the war on Begnion's side.
Chapter 6. A Reason to Fight. Are you sure about this, Micaiah? This makes absolutely no sense. The Dain Royal Army will answer Begnion's request and attack the Laguz Alliance at the Raban River. Those are our orders from King Pelias. As his subjects, we will obey him.
Without even asking why? Dain is finally back on its own. Why are we even speaking to Begnion, let alone fighting for them?
I don't know. I do know that King Pelias wants what's best for Dain, just like us. He must know something we don't. I trust him.
You shouldn't.
He's changed since the coronation, though. He doesn't smile or laugh anymore. Maybe it's because Izuka and the Black Knight vanished.
Who cares about Pelias smiling or laughing? We have no quarrels with the Laguz Alliance. Why are we targeting them?
Well, with a few exceptions, the soldiers are excited about hunting down the Laguz. They've been promised a large bounty for each one they kill. It's certainly raised morale.
Listen to yourself. Laguz hunting? That's just great. We've gone from being freedom fighters to bigots in the blink of an eye. I can't believe you'd go along with such a murderous plan. How do you feel about this, Micaiah? Tell me the truth.
I don't want to fight.
Then why are...
What choice do I have? I'm the general of this army. It doesn't matter how I feel. Besides, I can't let the king or the soldiers down. My duty ultimately lies with them. I'm sorry.
Following Pelias's orders is the same as approving of them.
So, you don't have to do this. I heard that your friend Ike is fighting on the side of the Laguz Alliance. Go, fight with them. Or don't fight at all. But don't let me force you into anything.
I'm not leaving your side. I swore I'd protect you no matter what. I keep my promises. If I can't talk you out of this insanity, I'll fight Commander Ike and his men.
Soth.
But we'd better prepare ourselves. This fight will be harder than any we've had before.
Thank you. I know this isn't easy, but if one side must fall, I will do all I can to make sure it is not Dain. I have no other choice.
Silly, silly woman. Oh boy. Ho ho, a Master Crown, which is... Alright, let's send it to the convoy. Chill.
We're gonna get the silly bow. All right, let's see about some skills. Ah, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I can definitely remove some skills. That's nice. And I'm not using Z-Hark, so we'll remove that. And he also has a floating arm. Perfect timing. Wow. And she has 2 floating arms. Seems like, Alright, let's, remove that. And remove that. Alright, so there's some fun things. These are our units? Oh man, this is brutal. I mean, Volug is fine. But, yeah, things are bad. That's all I'll say. Oh man, things are bad. Things are bad. I really need Jill to level up if I want to use her. These guys are all so weak. Weak. And they're not gonna get much better. Well, since we're already almost 2.5 hours into the stream, I'm not going to continue on to the next level. I'm going to do a little bit of management here in the camp, and then I'm going to end the stream. So, just giving you a heads up. Just going to fiddle around with some characters here, and man, that speed. Ugh, Micaiah. Wow, look at all those special weapons. Special items. And like, so Paragon, for example, I should have been putting Paragon on units for a long time, but I hadn't because I didn't realize you could put the scrolls on and take them off, right? So it's such a silly thing that I have not been doing that. Just silly. Okay, let's do some skills. So Micaiah can add 10 there, which, you know, 10 is great. And I honestly can remove pass. Like, renewal's not great, but can she not get imbue? Huh. I almost feel like I'm gonna remove this. And then I'm going to assign... I've now got 25. I feel like Paragon is pretty crazy. Right. Adept is nice and could help deal with some of her being able to smash people issues. But I definitely want Micaiah to gain as much XP as possible. And then... I definitely don't ever want people attacking her. You know, so it's like... I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Just so she caps her light magic. She gets her light magic and staff stuff up quickly. Let's see, so apparently, who has good magic power? Oh, they're all trash on magic power. I guess Soth is probably the best one with Imbue? Because then he's going to regain 6 hit points a round. I guess. And we'll try to give him something. He probably doesn't need much. Let's see about assigning Edward. I could give him Adept and Vantage, make him somewhat usable. We'll do that. And Leonardo. Okay. Making it so he can't be crit is something. Not great. Oh, she has no capacity? What in the world? I'm actually going to give him Savior. Because he can pick up the lighter people. And he heals. And he can guard. We'll go ahead and give him Savior. Why not? Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just make it so he can't be crit. And... we'll go ahead and actually give Renewal to Volug. So he will heal 4 or 5 hit points every round. Okay. There's no point in any of that. Oh, I should, I guess get a Mend Staff. We can use that. Oh. Do I need to bring Laura anymore? I don't think so, actually. I actually don't think so. We won't bring Laura. Micaiah can handle all of that. Do you have daggers? A little bit. Sheesh, I have so many healing items. What in the world on the Dawn Brigade? I've got all the healing items in the world.
right. Man, Edward has so many swords. Oh, man. Alright. Do we have... Alright, let's see about... Let's buy a more normal daggery thing going on here. Alright, I think that's good. I'm going to go ahead and save right here, and we will start next time with Chapter 6. So, thank you for coming and watching the stream. I intend to be doing... The streams are going to be a little unscheduled these days, honestly. I say I'm still busy with a lot of work, and kind of overwhelmed on that front a little bit. Trying to keep the bills paid. And so... when I have the energy and the time, I'm going to get on and stream Fire Emblem, and I hope to see you then. So, hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you all next time. Until then, take care.